Hey everyone, my name is Fatma, and today I chose a very important topic, especially for me, which is understanding culture through literature. As so many of us here, especially the FLTAs and even the student program alumni, we basically travel to the US not only for studying, but also to exchange culture with people, for them to know about our culture and for us also to know about their culture. And the reason why I chose the topic for today's presentation is because I believe that literature is really a very important factor and very important aspect when you learn about the culture of a place. So it was very important for me while staying in the US and dealing with people, participating in weekly discussions with the rest of the faculty members of my college, to really take one of the classes on African American literature. So it was really important, and we covered poetry, drama, novels, magazines, literary analysis, and we even did the final papers at the end. It was really interesting for the fact that in a classroom, it gave me a lot of ideas and insights to hear American students talk about the African American literature, and for me also to share what I believe, like how I see Africa basically. And I learned a lot from them, and I started to perceive Africa from their eyes, and it was really interesting, was very fruitful. And these are some of the points why I think that literature helps you better understand the culture of the country, because even when you live in a country and you deal with the people, literature would allow you and provide you with a lot of very authentic, objective, useful insights that will help you better understand everything that's happening around you. So most of the writers, as I believe, based on my studies, they care about raising awareness and they want to depict things for who they are, for how they are. They don't care about subjective opinions, they want to be authentic. And I believe that literature can give us really authentic and objective point of views on the culture of a country. And also, so many of the authors are detailed, and that will help you to connect ideas between what you read and your surroundings in the country where you're living. And it will give you reflections on the different things or the commonalities or the similarities between your culture and the culture of the other country. So it was very interesting to see Egypt mentioned in all of the works that of this class specifically, and see like the Sphinx on the picture of the magazine. That was very interesting. So the reasons or the benefits that I got from this class is that I learned about the history of African Americans and how their past affected the current situation and the society as a whole. And I was able to view the culture of ancient Egypt from the perspective of American writers. So they had a different perspective from how we perceive our culture right now. It was similar, but it was different. And for me, it helped me even understand my own culture more from their perspectives. And I could find explanation and analysis for my surroundings, the things that did not make sense for me. Now that I had those discussions with my other faculty members and I studied the literature, now they make sense. Because there was also a historical part of it. And we reached the conclusion that no matter how different we are, human conditions are very similar. So literature teaches you that we may look different, but eventually human conditions are the same, and we're just like share the same aspirations and everything. So literature really supported that. Academically, as a teacher, the things that I learned from this experience, specifically about this literature class, was that it was very important to make a student-centered classroom. It was not very reliable for the professor to just like start reading with us the novel or like the work that we're supposed to read in the classroom, but the classroom was mainly for discussion. And this discussion with the American students and with me, basically, that was the most beneficial. So I learned to also follow the same steps of giving the central classroom and give always task for my students to read and then dedicate the classroom for discussions. And now I would say that I also have strong writer skills, because when you read a lot of critical works and you come up with your final paper, you really have strong academic skills and better assessment technique for the students' finals. And that's it. Thank you so much.